Last two games, it was really hard on our team. I was proud of our effort. We had our chances moving forward. We're very, very proud of the 28 seniors, and they fought all the way till the end. We just didn't make the plays in the end, and they made the last couple plays. But the Cotton Bowl's been tremendous. The staff hospitality and everything there, AT&T, the support, the stadium, we really appreciate the invitation. They've been first class. And it's hard on our team. That's a very, very disappointed locker room right now. Missouri had a good plan. You have to give them credit. They're a good football team. Obviously, you don't get into double-digit wins and playing in a major conference like we play in and they play in without being a very good football team. So, essentially we came up short the last two games of the year on basically what would be the last play of the game. We have to find a way to win those games. The young players, I shared that with them in there. We have to work hard in the off season, continue to build this program, develop. Our future's bright, and we have to continue to move forward.
Okay, questions for our student athletes. Again, your name and your affiliation. We'll start on the front row right.
Yeah, Bob Berry, Jr., NBC Oklahoma City, KFOR Clint. It seemed like a struggle for 43 minutes. You guys were held to 7 points, and then erupted there from the late third on. Just what was going on in the early part of the game offensively that was giving you guys so many problems?
We just couldn't get in a rhythm. It seemed like we'd get a good gain, and then we'd kind of stall out. We never really got our rhythm going, and once we kind of found it, obviously we started rolling. I think anytime you turn the ball over 3 times, that's obviously going to limit your opportunities to score points. So I think that and not getting in the rhythm were the big keys.
Questions for our student athletes on the right side, about a quarter of the way back. Yes.
Caleb Wendell, Barnhouse, Big12Sports.com. Their touchdown that put them up there before the fumble touchdown, you almost had interception. Can you kind of walk us through that play and how close you feel like you came to picking that off?
Sean had told me to push through on that. They were checking down to it. He told me, right before the play, come off fast. He's going to be throwing the ball, and what do you know? He was right. So, I had my hands on it, but I wasn't able to reel it in. Looking back on it now, I wish I'd have brought that sucker in, but you can't dwell on the plays behind us. So, it's just one of those things.
We got a question all the way in the rear on the aisle.
Nathan Thompson with Fox 23 in Tulsa. For all three of you seniors, can you talk about, as much as you guys have accomplished in your career, had a chance to go out as the winningest senior class ever, how tough it is to go out with a heartbreaker like this?
Lead it off, Clint.
It's tough. We had 2 opportunities to do that and came up short both times. It's a great program, and for us to go out with the guys that have been here before us as this winning a senior class, obviously it's disappointing, but looking back on it, I wouldn't have changed it for the world. We had a great group of guys that, I've enjoyed being around for my last couple years here, 5 years here, and so, obviously it's unfortunate, but at the same time, there's memories that will, be with us forever.
You guys want to comment too?
For myself, it's pretty tough, but you want to get a win like that for guys sitting next to me, and it's real unfortunate, but you learn from things that don't go your way in life. So it's going to be tough getting over this loss, but we will get through it.
It hurts to lose, but this class, I've developed some of relationships that I'll keep for the rest of my life. I couldn't be more proud to know these 2 guys, and it's just 28 seniors in all. We came up in the program together. We focused on the goal that we wanted to do, and we made it happen for the most part. So all in all, I love these guys, and it's been a fun ride.
If I could just add something to that, the losses, the last 2, and really for this organization are hard now because they've had so much success. But these guys are trained to understand adversity will make them better. They know that. It'll make them better the rest of their lives. A loss like this will hurt forever, but they'll be better people for it in the future, and that's the way they're going to respond the way they do. They're quality young men, and that's why you get the response that you get, is because since they've walked on this campus 4 years, and 5 years, right? They've been trained that way. It's been instilled in them, and they understand that. It's very painful, but they also know that adversity will make them better.
We got a question in the front middle.
Al Jerkins, Channel 2 in Tulsa. Sean and Caleb, on the interception and return on Patton's part and the pass interference that called, did you see that play develop, and were you surprised that a flag was thrown on that particular play?
I felt as if both guys were competing for the ball. I didn't really see the pass interference, and I mean, it's unfortunate that play would have turned the game, but I mean, things worked out that way for a reason. So.
Yeah, I didn't see a replay or it happened. I was just trying to get a block for Ty. So. Yeah.
What'd you think?
I didn't.
Still haven't seen it.
I still.
Huh?
I haven't seen it. Don't know where it came from.
Yeah, I did.
We got a question in the middle left.
Oh. Clint, can you just take us through that last play with the sack and the fumble?
It was we were going to take a shot at the end zone, kind of a deeper pass play, drop back. Felt some pressure. I was trying to get rid of it, about to throw it away, and I don't know what happened. Got hit from behind, and just bad ball security.
Got a question for the student athletes. We got time for 2 more quick questions. Nobody wants to ask the last 2 questions? All right, Bob on the front, right here.
I want to ask you guys, starting with you, Caleb, just come on down the road. What do you think the future of Oklahoma State football is? Obviously, you've developed a great foundation, and this has been going on about a decade. So where do you see the program going, Caleb, from here?
You know, guys like Sean and Clint and these seniors, you know, they really set a standard, you know, with leadership, with work. You know, the Coach Gundy and his staff have done a great job at recruiting the right guys. So, in my opinion, you know, there's only one way to go, and that's up. You know, they do a great job at finding the right guys for the program, and you know, they've just we've got a great, you know, underclassmen group right now. So, you know, I really look forward to the potential of this this upcoming group.
Being in the locker room and mingling with some of the guys, not only do we have like some of the best athletes competing in the Big 12, but we have some of the best character athletes, guys that have good values, and guys that take their academics seriously. So I think that both athletically and academically that the program is heading in the right direction, and things can only get better from here. So.
You know, kind of echo what both of them said. Coach Gundy's done a great job with recruiting and getting guys in the locker room that are not only talented, but like they said, high character guys. And in the locker room just now, you could tell that the only place to go is up. You see that the young guys' faces, and they're just as disappointed as we are as seniors. You know, they wanted to send us off the right way, and so you know, I think that's a good sign. Anytime a loss like this hurts those guys, it's going to help them in the offseason. I mean, there's a lot of guys that played for us this year that were young guys that contributed in key areas, and that they'll be back. So you know, I think that the program's headed in the right direction.
Okay, last opportunity. We're going way in the back on the platform.
Kristen Keith, Big 12 Digital Network. Guys, do you think the last 4 weeks not playing in a game has hurt you at all, or what do you think the challenge of that was?
Well, I mean, Missouri didn't play in a game either, so I think, you know, that kind of takes care of that. I mean, we both had the same amount of time off for the most part, so, you know, whatever rust there was on either side, both teams had it and experienced it, and you know, I think we fought through it pretty well. Just came up short.
I don't believe we can use that as an excuse, because we had 3 or 4 weeks of high-level practices. We got after it when we were supposed to, and we took the time off when we were supposed to. So you can't use something like that as an excuse from our perspective.
Yeah, I agree with both of them. I mean, it kind of throws you off a rhythm, but it's a pretty even playing field between both teams, not having played for a few weeks.
Okay, gentlemen, congratulations on a great season. We're going to let you go next.